Hi, my name is Nera and I'm a gouache artist from Czech Republic, and in this video I would like to show you the process of me creating this beautiful illustration with a goddess. It all started in my red sketchbook with a sketch of her doing exactly what she's doing in the final picture, and I didn't really explore the idea too much. I just knew that I wanted to have this warm vibe around her, so I was choosing the colors from my color palette that I established a little while ago. So if you wanna see that color palette, I will link it in the description. So basically the whole idea behind this illustration is supposed to be that she's not familiar with humans, and she stumbled upon this beautiful picturesque cottagecore house in the countryside, and the first thing that caught her eye was this metal thingy that is usually on the rooftops in fairy tales, like a chicken or what is it on the top. So I really wanted to put that element there and to make her look a little bit curious about this. I also wanted to portray her as a part of nature, because I think about her as a mother nature or the goddess of the nature or something like that. So I knew from the start that I wanted her hair to be part of the forest and like seamlessly blend into the forest, so you don't know where she starts and the forest ends and stuff like that. And then while painting, I also decided to give her this beautiful blue dress to give it a little bit more contrast with the background, to make it a little pop out. And after I saw it, I was thinking about, okay, so maybe we could try to explore the idea of the dress being a river that flows through the forest or the countryside where the house is. So I tried to make it look like she has this beautiful off-shoulder dress and she's covered in it, and then this dress is like flowing from the picture, creating something like a river effect, which I think I managed to do quite nicely. It wasn't that hard and it was very obvious. I don't think the river needs more definition that I already gave it to it, so I think I did a good job about that. truth to be told, I think my creative style is still in the development stage. I think I'm establishing a little bit of the themes and the visual side that I wanted to have, but I'm also changing up things a little bit, so I'm trying to experiment and find the way that feels right to me. So it took a little bit of struggle to don't put too much details in this illustration and to kind of make it look like the illustrations that I created in the past few days. So it was a little bit harder because I really missed some kind of like deep shadow there, or like contrast a little bit, but eventually I kind of fixed it with this dark shadow that you're gonna see later. But right now I really wanted to make it look believable, like not to add too much details but not to leave too little for imagination. So I wanted to make it a little bit believable, add a little bit of texture, so when I add a texture to the trees and to the water of her dress, to make it all cohesive together. And I also wanted to stay away from like harsh light from one side, even though the sun will cast light on her, and I definitely used the darker shadow from that to create a little bit more depth in the picture, but I really didn't want it to put there too much light in certain areas. So yeah, I'm really enjoying creating textures and different kind of variations within the picture, and I think that's kind of what I want to do with my art, to make it a lot very textural. So I think this picture in the end turned out quite nicely. I think I didn't overwork any places. I think I added just enough detail and left a little bit. I didn't make everything perfectionistic, like the leaves in the trees and in her hair and the dress. I didn't really make anything fancy, just to make it look like a water and give it more interest. And then in the end I used essentially a black color on a layer that I toned down the opacity of that layer, and after I did that and added a little bit of texture, I really loved the result. So I think this is gonna be the way I'm gonna be using it. I'm really happy that I can find a way how to achieve the things that I wanna, and now I just can explore the themes and the ideas that I have. So I think this picture tells a really nice story and it translates really well, and it's very interesting because you can ask a lot of questions about the character and why she's there, how she got there, and yeah, stuff like that, which I think makes the characters look more interesting. So if you wanna learn more about how to make your characters more interesting, I have a YouTube video about that and I'll link it in the info cards if you wanna see that. But I think that I'm gonna add just the final details, maybe a little bit of white here and there, and then I'm gonna finish off this painting with a little bit of texture that I created for myself, and I just added on top of all my pictures, and I just love the effect that it creates. So yeah, I created that texture myself, and if you want to see more videos like that, please be sure to give this video a like and consider subscribing. This painting will also be probably available as a print in my next shop update. So if that's something you're interested in, please check out my social media and stay tuned because I'll be posting some news about that very soon. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!